This lesson is on subtracting integer numbers. So let's look at example 1. We have this 47 minus 23, and we're going to go ahead and separate the 47 as 40 and 7, and then the 23 we're going to do the same thing. We're going to separate it as 20 and 3. So in the first column, we're going to call it the column of ones. We have a 7 minus 3, which will give us 4. In the second column, we have as tens. We have as 40 minus 20 will equal 20. Together, the number is 24. Example 2, we have as 479 minus 53. So let's go ahead and separate that 470 and 9. And we're going to separate the 53 with 50 and 3. So going back to that first column again, the ones, we have as 9 minus 3, which gives us 6. Second column is tens. We have a 70 minus 50, gives us 20. And in the hundreds column, we have as 400 by itself. So 400 is the final answer for that part. And so together, it gives us 426. Example 3, we have a 632 minus 377. So we separate it as 600, 30, and 2. For the second number is 377. We have as 300, 70, and 7. In the ones column, we have a special case because we cannot subtract 7 from 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next column in the tens column and borrow 10 from the 30. So if we borrow 10 from the 30, we have as 20 in that case. And the 10 now becomes a 12 because that was 10 plus 2. That gives us 12. Now 12 minus 7 we can do, which then gives us 5. So in our tens column, I'm going to clean this up right here, giving us 20. 20 minus 70, and again, same case, we cannot subtract 70 from 20, so we're going to go to the next column where the hundreds column is and borrow 100. So when we borrow 100, the 600 becomes now 500, and we add the 100 to the 20, so that gives us 120. So now 120 minus 70 will give us 50. Now in the hundreds column, let's clean this up right here. We're going to change it back to 500 now. So 500 minus 300 will give us 200. So together, that gives us 255. Okay, example 4, we have is 9,577 minus 639. So let's go ahead and separate that as 9,570 and 7. And then we're going to separate the second number, the 600, 30, and 9. So again, in the first column, we have is the ones, so we cannot subtract the 9 from 7. So we're going to go to the tens column, borrow a 10, giving us 60 right there, and take the 10 to the ones column, giving us 17. So 17 minus 9 will give us 8. So now let's go to the tens column. Let's clean that up. We get 60. So 60 minus 30 we can do, so that gives us 30. In the hundreds column, we have as 500 minus 600. We cannot do that, so we're going to have to go over to the next column in the thousands column and borrow 1,000. So that leaves us then 8,000 in that case. So when we take the 1,000 to the 500, now that becomes 1,500, and we're going to subtract 600 from it, giving us 900. So now we'll go to the thousands. Let's clean that up right there. You get 8,000. So it's not subtracting by anything else. So you get 8,000 as a final number right there. So together, the number becomes 8,938.